Hey guys, welcome back to Tools on a Budget. As I promised, I was going to do a teardown so I can compare the Bauer to the Hercules. So let's go ahead and see if these are actually identical or if they actually vary parts. I mean, and keep in mind these are made in China, so you might get some form of part variance, like different bearing number, but like they should be pretty much the same, I would say. So let's go ahead and get started and take it apart. I'm gonna go ahead and cheat a little bit and take all the screws off camera, and then once I have all the screws off, I'll go ahead and open them for you guys. Here we go. So I went ahead and took off all the screws. This will be my last video using one hand. I went ahead and ordered like a phone holder that you can strap around your chest. That way I'll be able to use two hands on my next video. I'll give that a try, see if it should be a lot easier using that. But yeah, let's go ahead and take these, let's go ahead and open them. Let's see, pull the head out. This one has some sort of, like a plastic bushing in there. Let's see. Oh, this one has it as well. The housing is a little bit different. Either that, let me see. I think the only difference is the bushing is a little bit smaller. Yeah, it just looks like the bushing is just a slight bit smaller than the Hercules one. I really don't think that'll affect it too much. Let's pull this. Here's the Hercules. This is glass fiber reinforced, and then they inject the overmolding with using these little anchor points. Sometimes these are a failure point where it'll start flapping, but honestly I haven't encountered it with the Hercules. I have had it happen with like some of the Milwaukees, and I mean it varies from brand to brand, even from tool to tool. But these points seem to be pretty decent. That's what's holding the overmolding, and it actually goes into goes pretty deep into it. Yeah, but like I said, I haven't had issues with this flapping around. Let's see what this one's made out of. This one's a little bit harder to open. It's the first time. I might need both hands for. Oh, there we go. Oops. Drop the select. Yeah, this fitting seems about the same. It does have those same anchor points. A little bit less anchor points. As you can see here, it's only a single dot, as opposed over here, it's double on both top and bottom. Here's only the top. This one does have a few more over here, so maybe that's why they opted to do that. I see a few in there, whereas the Hercules, I don't really see it on here. Some mold marks. This does look like it's glass fiber reinforced. See if I could find any markings. But you can always just tell by how how it shines. Usually ABS plastic is much more like a piano. And when it has the glass fibers in it, it looks more dull. Like you can't really see reflections off of it. How much glass fiber, I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and all right, so here's the actual motor. Yeah, these things are identical. Let's see if I can see the switch. It's hard to focus. It's a Jing Yuan switch, 36 volts, 15 amps. Let's see. The exact same switch, 36 volt, 15 amp Jing Yuan. The brushless motor has a 4802414. See if you can find anything on this one. This one might be a, yeah, like since it's been used, those numbers probably washed away, but you could tell they're very similar. This one is bigger than this one, honestly, now that I'm looking at it correctly. Let's see if I have a measuring tape here. Give me 1 second. All right, so I went ahead and found one. Let's see. This one is about from the end of the fan to the end of the where the magnets around. Let's see, it's about 1.5 inches. This one is actually less than 1.25. Huh. You can actually see there's a bigger gap in here than here. Now, keep in mind, this could just be a manufacturing difference from 2 years, and you know, these brushless motors do tend to get smaller and smaller over the years. And this is like, I want to say like almost a 2-year-old design now. And when they designed it, it was probably, they probably even had like a year of development, whoever made this tool. Maybe, probably less, but this could just be like a like just an upgraded smaller motor with the same amount of power, because everything else looks identical. Even the circuit boards down here, they use the exact same capacitor. Let's look at the wiring, looks almost identical. The only difference is how they wire up for the battery connections, so that they won't fit into each other. Red, yeah. Because this one has this one even looks to be a thicker gauge than this one. Maybe some sort of an upgrade. Oh no, there's another one back here. No, actually, that is the same. This one's actually a little bit thicker. Like I said, maybe it's a different. Maybe I would need to get my hands on a brand new Hercules, like from this year, and open that one up and compare them, because this is the original model, and companies do tend to switch parts here and there over the life of a product, to save a few pennies here and there. And I can see how using smaller magnets and just changing the way the pixie's working here to create the same amount of torque by maybe spinning a little bit faster from the smaller armature. Let me see let me look at the bearings. Let's look at this one. Yeah, because it's using the same bearing. Oh yeah, and this is GF30, so that is glass fiber reinforced 30%. At least the motor is. I still haven't found a stamping on the actual tool. But honestly, even if it was 15%, it's still fine, especially for a budget tool like this. But most likely it is 30, because I believe the Hercules was 30. Yeah, you can see right there. So it's 30% glass fiber reinforced. And for some reason I can't find it on here. Maybe they just don't want to advertise that it's less. It might be 15, which honestly is still fine. I don't see a problem with 15%, because usually when they break easily is when it's just like mostly all ABS. Like this one, this is all ABS, and you could actually just feel it when you hold it. It looks like it has glass fiber. I would have to test it, but it looks like it. It feels like it's just ABS plastic. Like, even sounds hollow, as opposed to like. Let's see if I could. It's like a different sound. Let's see if I could do it on here. It just, you can tell it just feels a lot cheaper than these Hercules. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I can go ahead and weigh the mechanism, see if they're just using the exact same mechanisms. Let me see. Let me look for my scale. I'll be right back. All right, so let's go ahead and weigh them. This was the Hercules. It weighs about 310, 311 grams. It might vary 1 or 2 grams because of the grease, different amounts of grease, you know. All right, so let's try the power now. Huh. This one's actually heavier. Like I said, it could just be the grease. You know, a couple extra grams of grease on here, just from not being used too much. And this one, most of the grease is already left, and it's in the anvil mechanism. So 317 to 310. Either that, or actually this one actually has a bigger anvil to compensate for the smaller motor. Because now that I'm looking at them, they look a little bit different, but it could just be the grease. You guys tell me in the comments. It looks like this inner ring, whatever, circle, is a little bit bigger on the Bauer. I'm actually wondering if swapping this one into the Hercules would make a little bit more power, seeing as it has a bigger motor. I'm sure it would fit easily. Let me see. Yeah, it fits. So I'm wondering if swapping that would give it a little bit more power. Maybe I'll try that and make a video about it, see if it actually makes a difference. But like I said, guys, it could just be the grease. But usually grease would add 1 or 2, maybe 3 grams, and it's looking like it's 7 or 8 grams difference. So it actually might be a bigger hammer mechanism to compensate for the smaller motor. Either way, I still think it's a great deal. This is what all the budget DIYers really needed. You can't really get a nice brushless impact wrench for like less than $100 from the big brand stores. Maybe if it's like on special, or if you buy like a toolkit with 2 batteries, a bag, but then you end up spending like $200-300 when you can just walk into Harbor Freight and buy this one for $69.99. And then if you get the 3/8, it's $64.99. And keep in mind, that's before any type of discount. You know Harbor Freight's gonna roll out those coupons sooner or later. We'll probably see this as low as maybe $54.99. Maybe even like on a really good day, maybe like $49 on like a Black Friday special or something. And at that point, you know, you really can't beat this, because you're going into a line that has so many tools already. They have grinders, recip saws, circular saws. They got tire inflators, flashlights, and they're all pretty much affordable. They even have like a little radio. I haven't tried that one yet, but I might try that one, see if it's decent enough quality. But like I'm saying, you can go into this line, and these batteries are cheap. I believe one of my subscribers said you can get 2 of the 5 amp hours right now for like $79.99, and that's a pretty good deal. You can't find Milwaukee ones anywhere near that price. So if you're just trying to have if you're not going to use these every day, I would say just go into the Bauer line. But this tool, honestly, I feel like this one is built so you can actually use it daily. Because I've used this one for months daily and had no issues with it. It has a few quirks here and there, like if you put a socket, sometimes it'll get stuck on the hog ring. But I feel like that could happen with any brand. So yeah, it's just like little things here and there, but the actual functionality of it, it's never not been able to take off the bolts that are meant to be taken off by this. You're not gonna go take off axle nuts with this. Don't get me wrong, it might. If they're actually torqued to spec on a newer car, you'll be able to get it off with one of these. But like sometimes suspension parts, even my Milwaukee 1/2 inch has issues taking it off. Sometimes you just gotta apply some heat, you know. If you can't remove it, melt it. But yeah, like I said, guys, this is a great tool. It's pretty cool that they're bringing out tools at this price, and like I said, if they do bring the high torque, that's gonna be great too, because people are not gonna need to spend a little bit extra for the Hercules. At this point, it's just becoming, what do you like, red or blue? And actually, a lot of people do prefer the blue. I think it's a little bit nicer looking, the color of the blue. But if you can get this for a discount, I'll just use red. It doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, like I said, guys, remember, these could vary from, maybe the new Hercules looks like this. Like I said, I have to get my hands on one and open it up so I can take a look. Maybe they change the way they, because you know, manufacturers always be changing parts and suppliers and supply chains, especially with ever since COVID, stuff has been it's been hard to get sometimes, so they might have to switch suppliers. The motors look like they're from the same supplier. Maybe, like I said, they just upgraded the design, probably the same torque, or maybe a little bit less. That's why they added a little bit more grams to the actual hammer mechanism. I'm gonna get the 3/8 one, and then I'm gonna put them head to head, driving a lag bolt, see if we see any difference with that. Hopefully once the torque test channel gets their hands on one of these, they'll be able to torque test it and see what the power difference is. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this made a little bit more power, because honestly it felt pretty strong. Sometimes this one would feel, when I was doing the torque testing, it wouldn't feel as strong. This one felt pretty solid. It didn't struggle at all. So maybe this is actually a little bit stronger than this one. Wouldn't that be funny? Oh, and I'd like to thank all you guys for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna do that giveaway video probably upcoming week, so stay tuned for that. Once again, thank you guys all for subscribing. I couldn't have got to 1,000 without all you guys. And stay tuned for more videos. Remember, if you like this type of videos, don't forget to hit the like button or subscribe. Thank you guys. Have a great day.